Well, good afternoon, Whitecross, and here we are, stepping into Christmas. Isn't it exciting? About to head out into our Christmas holidays. I hope you are as excited as I am. I thought, because we're doing this virtually, that I'd actually video the message from my church, the church I go to. So we're down at Challenge Community Church, and I thought, as I said, I would do it here. I don't know about you. One of the things I've heard is you can pick your friends, you can even pick your nose, but you can't pick your family. That obviously is very true. Up on the screen, hopefully, you're about to see a picture of my three girls. Here's my three daughters way back in 2014. And back then, it always seemed like I could do no wrong. I mean, I was dad. But actually, the trouble is, fast forward to 2023, and that's not the story. The story in 2023 is very much, Dad, you're embarrassing me. Dad, stop doing that. In fact, no matter what I seem to do, it doesn't matter if I start dancing. I mean, I don't know if you call this dancing, but when I dance, I embarrass them. When I start singing, I embarrass them. In fact, everything I seem to do just embarrasses them. I'll give you an example. I went into the Kia garage for a service with the car, and in there was my wife and the two girls. And I started just speaking to my wife about Jesus. I mean, it wasn't football, I get it. I was just talking about God. And my two girls, two of the three were there, they started going, Dad, stop talking. Dad, you're too loud. And I just kept going because I didn't mind. And then one of my daughters, the eldest one, turned around and said, Dad, if you don't stop talking, I'm going to start twerking. And of course, she started twerking. I'm not going to do it because I can't. But she started twerking, and I realized suddenly there is some way to be more embarrassing than actually talking out loud. So I stopped. Anyway, you can't pick your family. Well, they say you can't pick your family, but actually the story of Christmas is actually that somebody did pick their family. I mean, you might be somebody that right now is feeling that you're not good enough, or you're just any ordinary person. Well, the story of Christmas is very much for you. I mean, think about it like this. If you were God and you were going to send your son to earth, to any family you wanted, what sort of family would you send him to? I mean, if you think about it, you might go, oh, well, I'll pick a really rich family with lots and lots of money. You might decide, oh, I'm going to send my son, the Son of God, I'm going to send him to a home with lots of really nice things. I'm going to send him to parents who are really super skilled. Well, God did send his son to earth. And who did he pick? He picked two of the most ordinary people you could ever imagine. Joseph, a carpenter, just an ordinary man. Mary, a young woman who the two of them lived in a little village called Nazareth with less than 2,000 people in it. They were just ordinary people. But God chose them to bring up his son. And that's really exciting because that means the Christmas message is that God chooses people that are just ordinary. It says in the Bible in Luke chapter 2, part of the Christmas story, the angel comes to the shepherds and says or shouts, I bring you good news that will bring great joy to what? Super skilled people? To people that are, really rich? No, I bring great news of great joy to all people. You see, the Christmas story is for everyone. It also says in John 3, it says, for God loved the world so much that he gave his only son. Do you know, you might be sitting there in your form room, obviously itching to get out of those big gates ready for Christmas. But you might actually be looking forward to Christmas and thinking, you're not good enough. You don't look good enough. You haven't got enough experience, or you struggle with this or that. But actually, the Christmas story rejects the need for wealth and the need for even influence and the need for super skills and all those things. it says that actually God loves to choose people that are ordinary, people that are maybe not so qualified, people that feel they're insignificant. Christmas says God chooses you because, as we just shared, we just read, the good news is for all people. Do you know, we're meeting at the church, and you can see on the background, we've got, in the backdrop, we've got one of our motto. It says, we are family, and we've got lots of family values that sort of underpin that. But that idea of we are family, we all belong. And I know Tim, Mr. Knapp, is going to talk about belonging in a few minutes and bring it into the school realm. But at church, we believe that we all belong to a family. We belong to God's family. And one of our family values, which is on the screen, says, as a family, we all have a unique and significant part to play. And it goes on and says, the size of your role never determines the significance of your impact. You know, as we go out into Christmas, I want you to remember three things. First of all, God chooses the ordinary. Christmas is a time where we can all belong. We can all be part of something special, because if God loves you, then you're good enough. That's the Christmas message. Secondly, it doesn't matter whether you sometimes feel that your part is a little bit insignificant and not so special. As it says in that sort of value, it doesn't matter how big your role is, you're significant. And at Whitecross, the third thing, as Mr. Knapp is going to talk to us about belonging, as we go forward into 2024, as we go out and enjoy our Christmas together, but we look forward to 2024. I want you all to remember that not only are you all special and all unique, but you've all got a part to play in our school. And when we look at our motto, which says excellence from all and excellence for all, that's something that we can all bring, because not only at Christmas time do we all matter, but actually in the world, in our society, we all matter. And in this school, we all have a part to play, because we all matter. I really wish you a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I pray that you would all have not just a lot of joy and fun and peace, but that you would have a safe time. And when you come back, just my prayer would be that you realize that you are significant. You've got a special part to play, not just in the world, but in our school. So, Whitecross, have a wonderful Christmas, and I'll see you next year.